everyone. Welcome back. It's Friday, and it's our quote of the week. And today's quote of the week is brought to us by our new sponsor, Lil Drummer Boy Recordings, right there on South Street here in Philadelphia. More about them later. And today's quote of the week is given to us by none other than Nikki Giovanni. Quote goes like this: mistakes are a fact of life. It is the response to the error that counts. Let me repeat that. Mistakes are a fact of life. It is the response to the error that counts. So, mistakes are a fact of life. This is true. There's no getting around that. Whether you're 10 years old watching this, whether you are 50 years old and everything in between and beyond, you are probably still here because you've made mistakes and you've learned from them and grown from them. I think that's the first big takeaway for me, is that the response that is needed is a growth mindset, a learning mindset. I'm willing to, one, make mistakes, knowing that I can learn from them. It may not always be easy to make mistakes. Nobody really wants to make a mistake, particularly when like your job might be on the line or money might be on the line. Maybe even somebody's life might be on the line, if not your own. Nobody really wants to make a mistake, and yet sometimes mistakes have to happen for us to learn. We might not be able to learn any other way, or easily enough. Maybe along the way the universe has been trying to tell us, hey, this is going to happen if you don't do this or that, or if you do this or that, and we haven't paid much attention, and then we find ourselves in the situation where a mistake has been made, and it has impact and it's costly, and we're either going to deny it or we're going to accept it and grow and learn from it. And I'd like to think the best approach is to accept it and grow and learn from it. And I think this is also in relationship to, like, when we make a mistake that harms somebody, or more than one somebody. I think, for example, about the police officers in Uvalde, where the massacre occurred, and how those officers made a huge, gross mistake, a big lapse in judgment about what to do and what not to do. And arguably, they could still grow and learn from that mistake. But the first thing is that they have to do is to accept that they made a mistake. And I'm seeing I don't know, maybe since before I filmed this, they might have issued an apology, or any one officer may have issued an apology, or a sense of regret and remorse about the mistake that they made. I don't think so. I haven't seen that. I've seen a lot of backtracking and a lot of covering their butts, not holding themselves accountable. So in that context of having harmed people, or been in a situation where they were able to facilitate or help facilitate the harm of others, and then not hold themselves accountable, then there's no way that they're going to grow or learn from that, right? So that's a pretty huge institutional thing. I mean, it's the same thing at an individual level. If you harm somebody by the words that you use, and those words were racist, for example, and for whatever reason you didn't realize that, but now you're being called out for it, and you get all fragile and defensive, and you don't hold yourself accountable, then clearly you're not learning, you're not growing from the experience of having been told you just made a mistake. And there's a different kind of response that you can have to that mistake. So tell me what you think about today's quote from Nikki Giovanni. And once again, this quote is brought to you by Lil Drummer Boy Recordings, right there on South Street here in Philadelphia, PA, where this wonderful broadcast comes from. Let me know what you think of the quote. Feel free to check out our sponsor at the links below, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Stay tuned.